Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Apollo. Yes, we are back with another video. In today's video, I wanted to kind of touch on a topic that has kind of been eating away at me for the past couple of weeks. And I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but it is the concept of when you escape any type of abusive situation, who are you, right? Hear me out. I have lived in the same environment my whole entire life, and it was an extremely abusive environment. Okay, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to make that sound more dramatic than it was or make it sound less than what it was. Like, that is the fact. It was an abusive environment. And growing up in an environment like this, you have to adapt, right? Just like you would if you were in an abusive relationship. You adapt to your environment, to these people, to that person. And so I've adapted in a way that is, without knowing it at the time, I thrived in the chaos. And I am who I am because of that, right? As you know, I have moved out. I'm here, not living with my parents, and I will say, I don't know who I am. I always felt this, like, sense of lostness, I guess you could call it. But I don't think I've ever felt it to this extent. The projects that I come up with, that is fueled by my creativity, I don't have that anymore. I'm like, I don't want to say I'm not creative, but in a way I'm not creative. And I am living the same days on repeat, right? It's like a routine. And I was never used to a routine. You know, it's wake up, it's sit all day on a break, or it's wake up, go to work all day. And I'm just constantly living this 1 week on loop, and the only thing that is changing is the date. That is it. I don't feel like I'm progressing, but I also don't feel like I'm taking 3 steps backwards. I feel stuck. Growing up, I never had routine. I never had anything stable, you know? You would never know what was going to happen next. And it was this constant, like, survival mode, fight or flight, chaotic, toxic, whatever. And it's like, without that, I don't know who I am. Because growing up, like I said, and you adapt, right? You adapt. And it's like, out of nowhere, boom, I'm out. Now what have I got? When bad things would happen, it would fuel these creative episodes of mine, or this sort of process in my brain, and I would just start tweaking it, and I'd be like, I know what to do. Now I don't have that chaos. It's calm. It's quiet. It's peaceful. I don't thrive in that sort of environment. I don't even think, like, we always talk about how, like, the perfect environment for, like, your mental health is a peaceful one. It's a calm one. Like, yes, for your nervous system. But for your mental health, not so much. Because I've noticed the peace and the calm it's not good for me. I've been told that when you transition, right, from the bad environment to a stable environment, that it takes a while for your nervous system to kind of catch up, because you've been on survival and in fight or flight for so long that, like, your nervous system is like, it's gonna take a moment to be like, okay, we're here. But I don't feel like mine's doing that. I, as a person, am fueled by my creativeness, and I think my whole mental state is based off my creativeness, in the sense that some people want to go to a mountain and scream. Some people want to go to a rage room. Some people want to write. Some people want to travel the world. I want to sit and express myself through all of these creative outlets that I have used as not just an escape growing up, but also kind of as like a shield, a blanket, a comfort sort of thing. And now I'm here. Hey, who is she? Sometimes I do kind of wish I was back there. And I don't wish I was back there for the screaming, the arguing, the fighting, the narcissism, the toxicity. Like, I don't wish I was back there for that. But part of me wants to be back there for, like, my aspirations in life and my goals. Because I feel like the only way I am able to complete them, to be able to sort of give my all to set purposes, is by being in an environment that is just as chaotic as I am. And obviously I'm nothing like my family, right? And that's not what I mean when I say that. What I mean is that who I am and how I express myself creatively, it is all based on how chaotic my mind is. You know, the more chaotic my mind is, I will go do something crazy. You know, I bleached my eyebrows at one point and thought I was gonna start a rock band. Like, that's the type of level we're on. Like, I started doing, like, I've done everything. I've rapped, I've sung, which has all been online. I've wrote books, I've done poetry, I've done photography, art. I mean, I am, like, I guess in a way the Trisha Paytas of my town, and I did all of these things. And I guess in a way you could have seen it as, like, sort of like a cry for help, but for me they were just like expressions of myself, and sort of like my way of screaming, my way of going to a rage room, my way of just letting loose, right? So now, like I said, I'm in an environment that's controlled, that it's safe, there's a routine, it's steady, it's quiet, it's peaceful. I don't have that creative sort of inspo, that sort of chaoticness that's kind of just making me be like, I need to do something, I need to do this. And instead, I'm just frozen in time, looking around, just being like, where is my life going? Like, I am watching my life from the sidelines just go. I've been working at this job now, what, 4 months? It doesn't feel like 4 months, you know? I've been moved out of my parents' home since last December. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like a month. Because I'm almost like, it's like the movie Free Guy. Oh, I think it's called Fall Guy or something. And he's like in a simulation, and he's in like a game, right? And he lives the same routine every day, and that's what I feel like I'm doing. And when you get trapped in that sort of self-simulation type of thing, it's not just so fucking hard to break out of, but it's like you get lost in it, right? And it takes nights of crying and binge eating and just constant like negatively like attacking yourself to be like, I need to switch something up. Okay, and I've done like, I've been going places. Like this year, I've been places I've never been. I've done things I've never done. Like I've had all of these opportunities thrown at me, all of these doors open, and it's like I am 100% taking those opportunities, and I'm 100% doing all of these things and experiencing all these things I've never done. But for me, as somebody who is motivated by chaos and fueled by expressing myself creatively, these things don't matter. They don't matter because I can't even tell you. It's the peace, it's the quiet, it's the control. Like I can't do it. And so now I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, well, what next? What now? Is it gonna take for me to get back into a chaotic, toxic situation like that to break this cycle of self-simulation? Or am I gonna have to figure this one out? And obviously I'm gonna have to figure this one out because the sort of life I'm living now, I wouldn't trade it for that. I wouldn't go back. I mean, you could offer me as much money as you could and I would not go back. Like I said, the opportunities, the doors that have been opened to me, yes, not incredibly huge, but to me they are. Because like even just having a stable job and a stable income and being able to financially provide for myself, I've never had it, nor was it offered to me or just kind of a thing there growing up. So moral of the story is I don't know where any of this is going, and I don't know who I am, what to do, how to figure it out, how to fix it. All I can do is kind of find a substitute for that chaos. You know, I thought when I moved out that I don't know, I had something different in mind. And the way I sort of perceived it is not exactly the outcome, right? The outcome wasn't what I expected. And although it's an amazing outcome, wouldn't change it for the world, love, 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 there is still kind of that, well, you win some, you lose some. So I don't know what this means for us, my channel, me. I just know that I need to figure this one out. And on that note, lovely people, the video is over. And I do just want to say real quick, I know I'm lackadaisy with the posts and with the content that I've been putting out. However, and I know I've said this every time and I've been like, no, I'm back and it's going to be regular. Trust me, I'm back. I have been planning videos out and sort of the objective of that video and sort of, I don't know, I've been sort of doing this new thing that like every time I have an idea I'm like straight into my notes app and I'm just like, right? So my next videos are going to be much longer, so maybe a little short, but the topics are going to be good. And there is some good shit coming out. And on that note, Apollo out.